It feels like it's been forever since the Corrupted Strike has been in the weekly Nightfall rotation, but it's back, and now it's your chance to bag yourself a Horse Lease if you've been trying to complete the requirements for the Cursebreaker title. This is a speedrun guide, but throughout the video, I'm going to break down everything step by step that I did to complete the Nightfall as quickly as I did. My fastest time to complete this Nightfall was about 7 minutes, so if my fire team and I were capable of doing this, you should be able to do the same exact thing as well. So for starters, you want to make sure that the fire team leader has their Nightfall Challenge Card set to Solar Singe and Heavyweight. The other options are irrelevant since you'll be speedrunning this Nightfall and not going for points. Secondly, make sure that all 3 members of your fire team equip the Sleeper Simulant. This weapon is the literal bread and butter of the speedrun and will more than likely be the weapon that you use for the majority of the strike. The 1000 Voices works just as well, so if you prefer to use that, that's also a viable option too. For special weapons, I'd recommend the trusty Aikilo shotgun, but I also recommend that at least one member of your fire team runs an arc sniper rifle. There's a decent amount of Hive Knights with arc shields in the strike, and an arc sniper rifle makes short work of them. Whatever primary weapon you use is entirely up to you, so that doesn't make much of a difference. Subclass options aren't super imperative aside from the fact that it's 100% mandatory that somebody on your fire team runs Well of Radiance. If you have Phoenix Protocol, you can use it, but it's definitely not mandatory. As stated previously, it's up to you what subclasses you want to use, but I'd recommend Bottom Tree Dawnblade, Top Tree Night Stalker, Top Tree Sunbreaker, and Blade Barrage is good too. Okay, with all of that out the way, let's get it in. The exact second that you load into the strike, immediately switch to the Sleeper Simulant. There'll be a yellow bar taking Centurion that spawns in the far back of this area. It should only take about 2 crit shots from a Sleeper Simulant to kill this enemy, so if all 3 members of your fire team shoots to take a Centurion, it'll die within the blink of an eye. After it's dead, run like your life depends on it through all the ads because you don't have to kill them, and provided that everyone is running together, the ads will have a hard time figuring out who to aggro to. And it shouldn't be difficult making it through the door to the ascended plane. If need be, throw a grenade in your path and you should make it through just fine. Now this next part is where a lot of people die at. So if you follow the same path that I took, you'll make it through this part at least 99% of the time. When you jump down, go as far right as you possibly can and jump over all the ads. It's likely that you will get blasted by a taken Phalanx shield, but in a lot of scenarios, this can unintentionally help you get through the ads much more quickly. In my experience, this path has been the safest and easiest, and it's incredibly rare that I've died doing this. Now this room can be incredibly tricky, but as long as you follow my lead, you'll be alright, even if one of your fire team members died in the area before this. During the ghost hack prompt, have one of your fire team members grab one of the relic balls and throw them at you. If you already didn't know this, you absolutely have to do this in order to break the shields protecting the taken majors that spawn in this room. A wave of ads will spawn in almost immediately, followed by the 3 shielded taken majors that I mentioned previously. If you get there quickly enough, you could throw the charge ball at them the second that they spawn to insta-kill 2 of them. It'll only take 1 charge ball to kill 2 of the shielded taken majors, but there'll always be 1 left behind. And after you kill it, another wave of ads will spawn in, followed by another trio of taken majors. Throw a ball at a fire team member and do your best to get to the spawn point before they fully spawn in. Similarly to last time, the explosion of 1 charge ball can knock off the shields of at least 2 and sometimes all 3 of the shielded taken majors. But unlike last time, you actually have to kill each of them legitimately, as throwing a charge ball will only take off their shields. After you finish this part, a bridge will spawn in and cover the gap between you, and a bunch of Hive, the most annoying one being a Shrieker, and a good amount of these are arc shielded Knights. The safest and quickest way to make it through here is to have someone shoot the Shrieker with the Sleeper Simulant. All it takes is 1 shot to kill it. If you're brave and reckless enough, you and your fire team members can actually run through this area provided that you time your jumps, but it's very common that you will make it out of these with almost no health, enabling the Shrieker to easily kill you. This actually ended up happening to me a few times, but as long as you get past this part, the enemies won't follow you. Remember when I said that equipping an arc sniper would be helpful? This area is the reason why. When you make it into this area, the person with the arc sniper needs to immediately shoot the 2 Hive Knights and break their shields. From here, you can actually use any weapon to kill them. Again, if you want to make short work of the Shriekers, all it takes is one sleeper simulant shot to the crit spot. Take the flight of stairs to the right and position yourself so that the ads can't shoot you as easily. In this room, make sure that everyone has their sleeper simulant out to kill the Hive Ogre that spawns in. After you kill it, you'll be teleported into the Ascended Realm, where a taken Ogre will spawn. Take care of it with your sleepers and make a mad dash for the portal. When you make it into this area, stay to the right and proceed from there. On the far right, there'll be a taken Vandal with a solar damage wire rifle. You can either kill it the second that it reveals itself, or one of your Fireteam members can rush it with an Aikilo shotgun and kill it. I wouldn't recommend ignoring this guy because his solar damage wire rifle can kill you in one hit. You also could throw a grenade at him and he'll more than likely pop a taken shield, which will give you enough time to get to the next area. Now you're back in the Ascended plane, and your goal here is to survive a leap of faith. Be aware of the spinning taken orbs here. You will see some of them almost immediately after you jump down, but if you avoid them, you will easily be able to make it to the bottom. In this area, push right and take the same path that I take, jumping over the ads and paying attention to where you land and timing your jumps effectively. There'll be a part where you'll find yourself on a large platform with a ton of taken. Some of them are yellow bars and can kill you quickly. Jump over them to the best of your ability. When you jump down, you will find yourself at a temple-looking architecture where 2 taken Vandals with solar wire rifles will be waiting for you. I highly suggest throwing a grenade at them before you jump down, or while you're mid-jump to give yourself enough time to escape. I'm about to say this one time. Do not go inside the temple, as there'll be 2 more taken Vandals in there. Stay outside of it and keep running alongside the outer right side of the temple until you have to do more jumping to get to the boss. But if it's of any consolation, only one person has to make it to the boss, since anybody left behind will be teleported to the boss anyways. When you get to the boss, have someone grab the relic and the other 2 clear ads. I recommend the bottom tree Dawnblade and top tree Sunbreaker, since these supers will make short work of the ads in no time. Have the Well of Radiance Warlock drop their Well of Radiance on the center platform. Throw the ball at one of your Fireteam members to charge it, then throw that Sadia. The second that her shield drops, go crazy with the sleeper simulants and she'll die with only 2 crits. Now the Nightfall run I used for this video was around 7 minutes 25 seconds, and we managed to run it in this short amount of time every subsequent run. But that does it for this one, everybody. I hope that this guide was helpful. If you enjoyed this video, drop me a like and subscribe to the channel for more Elite Gaming content. But with that being stated, 1LHD is over and out. Y'all take it easy.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.